Привет, добрый день, здравствуйте, hello, здравствуйте. In this series of videos, we're going to enrich our vocabulary with everyday phrases and greetings that there are in the Russian language. There are phrases and words that make conversations in Russian much easier. We're going to see them and to pronounce them in some seconds. Besides, a Russian person might greet you in a way you have never heard before, and we should get ready as soon as possible with these important words. Here are the greetings that we Russians use every day, but that you've never heard in this video course. Доброе утро. Доброе утро is a greeting that replaces the hello form, добрый день, in the morning. We use it rather often in Russian. Доброе утро. Then there's добрый вечер. Good evening. Добрый вечер. Добрый вечер. Then we have a general greeting that means how do you do or hello, and it's also one of the most difficult words to pronounce if you're a beginner. Здравствуйте. Just listen to it. Здравствуйте. Здравствуйте. You use it when you address someone in a respectful way because he or she is a stranger to you or is much older or has an important social status. So it's not a hi, but rather how do you do, or a formal hello. Let's try to say this, здравствуйте. We're going to start from the ending. I'll say the syllables, growing one syllable at a time, and you repeat. Ready? Те. Вуте. Твуте. Здравствуйте. 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 So, what's the Russian for the formal hello? Здравствуйте. Please do not be in a hurry with the long words. One should go back to this pronunciation exercise several times before going on. Then we have good night. Спокойной ночи. Спокойной ночи. Спокойной ночи. If we want to ask someone to send greetings to someone else, we say передайте привет. Передайте привет. Literally, it's somewhat like give or convey or hand over a hi to somebody. This is another of those expressions where you choose the formal way of addressing. The expression is followed by the name of the person you need to greet, declined in the dative case. We're going to learn the dative case later, much later. Now, listen to a couple of examples. Send my greetings to Sasha. Передайте привет Саше. Say hello to Mikhail. Передайте привет Михаилу. The names are declined in the dative case. Now, let us not spend too much time with these greetings. We will go on with other useful expressions that will ensure our secure way of speaking Russian. Imagine that you have a Russian mother tongue in front of you who is speaking very fast and you do not manage to follow what he or she is saying. I think it's an easy thing to happen. In order to solve this kind of problem or other situations while speaking Russian, let's learn these phrases. Что вы сказали? It's excellent when you wish to ask something that you didn't understand well. Что вы сказали? Что вы сказали? Now, we have a specific phrase for finding out the meaning of a word. Что значит? Что значит? They would probably answer you giving the English translation for it, or they would explain the meaning in Russian. So, what's the Russian for what does mean? Что значит? Followed by the word you didn't get and that you would need to repeat. Then we have a magic wand for any kind of conversation. Speak slowly. Говорите медленно. Говорите медленно. How would you say slowly? Медленно. What's the Russian for speak slowly? Говорите медленно. Very good. Очень хорошо. It often happens that we need to excuse ourselves. What we're going to say in Russian is извините. Извините. It's the formal form. If you know that you can be informal with the person, then you drop the last two letters and you say извини. But please keep in mind that with people you know little, the formal form is preferable. So, how can we apologize in Russian? Извините. If we want to say unfortunately, we will say к сожалению. К сожалению. Repeat after me, starting with the end of the word. Нию. Лению, жалению, сожалению, к сожалению, к сожалению. So, what's the Russian for unfortunately? К сожалению. Literally, this expression means towards the regret or in the direction of regret, of pity. How do you understand the phrase «Я не понимаю, к сожалению»? I don't understand, unfortunately. Try to say it on your own. Я не понимаю, к сожалению. Я не понимаю, к сожалению. The contrary of this phrase is fortunately. К счастью. К счастью. The two letters S and ch get fused and become sh. Счастью. So the whole of it is к К счастью. Try to say fortunately. К счастью. What's the English for я все понимаю, к счастью? Fortunately, I understand everything. Great. Go on like this. The last three expressions for everyday use are these. Everything is all right. Все в порядке. Все в порядке. Все в порядке. Literally, it's all is in order. Like, my life is perfectly in order. Все в порядке. When you wish to reply with and you say а у вас. It's a kind of phrase that you can only use to ask about somebody's health or just to ask how are things, how is it going, what about you, а у вас. It's somewhat like and at your place. The style is formal here. You normally address a person you know little or a person that is much older than you. The вы form. А у вас. I will now ask you a question, and you're going to answer, asking them back with this brief phrase. Как дела? I've just asked you, how are things? And you have probably answered with хорошо, or everything is all right, все в порядке. And then you've asked me back, а у вас? So I go on and I say, все в порядке, спасибо. Thank you, спасибо. The last phrase we'll learn today is the literal translation of I need to go. Мне надо идти. Мне надо идти. I need to go, or literally, to me, there is need to go. The letter there in the verb to go gets assimilated, so it loses its sonority. This way we get the sound t twice. Идти. I need to go. Мне надо идти. Let's revise these new expressions, which are very useful for most of everyday situations. Я говорю, а ты повторяешь. Доброе утро. Добрый вечер. Здравствуйте. Спокойной ночи. Передайте привет. Что вы сказали? Что значит говорите медленно? Извините. К сожалению. К счастью. Все в порядке. А у вас? Мне надо идти. Excellent. Отлично. Revise this video before going on with the next ones, those that will contain conversation exercises, in order to make you practice these new phrases and words. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done it yet, and sustain this channel if you want to. Open the description under the video for more details. Thank you so very much those who have already done it. Всё в порядке.